Enzo Maresca is going to Chelsea, but how good is he actually? And can Chelsea finally get back to the top of English football, which is where they've been waiting to get back to for a while now? The short answer is yes, he's that guy. Enzo Maresca is a top coach, but how exactly will Chelsea play under him? On the ball, similar to Pep Guardiola, it's the 2-3-5, it's the 3-2-5. We've seen it in the Premier League. As you can see by the passing network, the centre-backs pass the ball repeatedly to each other alongside the two in midfield to entice the press to turn it over into a 4v4 transition opportunity. And as you can see, the striker drops deep in order to outnumber the midfield. And obviously this leaves opportunities for both of the wingers to go 1v1 against their fullbacks, and they will most likely cause damage. Off the ball, it's a man-to-man press. It's obviously a great pressing structure, but if the opposition are able to play through Chelsea's team, Enzo Maresca's side will be conceding a lot of chances per season. So who are going to be some of the main players in this team? Aside from Cole Palmer and Reece James, a really good one is Christopher Nkunku. As I mentioned, in Maresca's teams, the striker likes to drop deep, and with Nkunku's technical ability and his ability to find the pass, look, he can cook under Maresca. Also an underrated one is Noni Madueke. He ended the season quite well for Chelsea, and going 1v1 is one of his strengths, so he could cook under Maresca as well. As mentioned by a lot of newspapers, Clear Lake Consortium Group have been looking for their next regen, their next Mikel Arteta, and Enzo Maresca could be that guy. But let us know down below some of the players that Chelsea might need this summer.
I have spent a lot of time looking at how Enzo Maresca plays his football, and I have come to the conclusion that the midfield is the most important piece for him. At Chelsea, I think the trio of Caicedo, Lavia, and Enzo Fernandez would be the best midfield trio for Maresca ball. Provided Lavia stays fit, then he should play as a number 6. Sure, you understand? Enzo Fernandez should be roaming the middle, while Caicedo should be playing as a box-to-box midfielder. I personally think that this is the best midfield trio that will suit Maresca's ball at Chelsea. Enzo could play as a 6, but his defending ability does not necessarily fill me up with confidence. That's why I would opt for Lavia, who is a natural 6, provided Lavia can stay fit. If we use Enzo as a 6, then we need to invert a fullback who would basically be crashing into the opponent's box and be providing them help by underlapping and crossing. If we go through this route, then we have to ensure that Caicedo is close to Enzo at the base of the midfield, because the distance between Caicedo and Enzo is a huge determinant to how that midfield will thrive if we want to use Enzo as a 6. So if we are using Enzo as a 6, put Caicedo close to Enzo at the base of the midfield, because if not, that midfield will suffer. Anyways, there are many ways to set up the midfield at Chelsea, and I just gave 2 examples. So tell me, what do you guys think? One reason why I am optimistic about Enzo Maresca's reign at Chelsea is because he is Italian, and it is a known fact that Italian managers tend to do well at Chelsea. I mean, when you take a look at the past Italian managers at Chelsea, they have all had good reigns and they've gotten trophies. We have Gianluca Vialli, who won the League Cup and the Cup Winners' Cup for Chelsea. We have Carlo Ancelotti, who won the Premier League and the FA Cup for Chelsea. We have Roberto Di Matteo, who won the very first Champions League for Chelsea. We have Antonio Conte, who won the Premier League and the FA Cup for Chelsea. We have Maurizio Sarri, who won the Europa League for Chelsea. So for me, I wholeheartedly believe that Enzo Maresca's reign at Chelsea would be a good one with trophies. For many reasons, but one of them is because he is Italian, and Italian managers tend to do well at Chelsea. Fabrizio Romano stated that Chelsea have no intention to bring Victor Osimhen to Stamford Bridge this summer. Apparently, Osimhen is not a priority striker target for Chelsea because of his age and the cost of the deal. Personally, I never wanted Osimhen at Chelsea because I believe other clubs like Arsenal would suit him more. However, I disagree about the age reason. Osimhen is just 25 years old and he's still young, so Chelsea using the age as a reason to not go for him does not sound about right to me. But when we leave the age sentiment aside, we see that there are many reasons why Chelsea should not go for Osimhen. Number 1, it's too expensive. Osimhen would cost Chelsea £40 million per year over the next 5 years. Number 2, Osimhen just came back from an injury-plagued season. We do not know how he would react or how he would respond to those injuries. Number 3, Osimhen is not a fit for Maresca's football. Osimhen might just be too stationary. So for me, personally, I believe Osimhen and Chelsea are not a good fit.